Sparks Women Leadership Conference. How are you doing, Suzanne?
Just fine, thanks.
You are here to tell us some exciting news about the conference. Before we get right into that, I do want to say we are live on the Moose FM Facebook page, so you can watch the interview live. I've also provided a link in that description, so if you want to hop right on to Sharing the Spark and do what we're about to talk about, please go ahead. Let us know.
Oh, registration is open for the Spark Women's Leadership Conference. It's October 8th and 9th at the Pomeroy Hotel and Conference Center. We have a very special rate for International Women's Day. So until March 16th, of in-person registration is $80 off. Nice. So for $420. And then also our live stream option is available for $80. So this price is only for 1 week. And then after that, it's higher.
Yes, it goes up.
It does go up.
In case someone has maybe never heard about the Sparks Women Leadership Conference, why don't we kind of dive into what it is?
Okay. The Spark Women's Leadership Conference is a nonprofit society with the intention to provide professional development, training, and opportunities for women in the North. So these opportunities aren't readily available. They're pricey. You have to leave town.
Absolutely.
And, for a lot of women in the community, we don't have the time or the funds to enrich our careers and develop ourselves. So
I do want to take a minute. I did not go last year, but I went the year prior, and I have to say it was so good. There's so many little tidbits that not only in your professional life you could use, but in your personal life too. Especially, I'm a mom, right? There's lots of people who come out as speakers that are parents and talk about how that plays a role in their career, and it was just so amazing for me. And I met a whole bunch of amazing women, which was honestly the highlight of it. You go around town and I still see the Spark girlies is what I call them, and it's just so cool, right?
Yeah, they one of the great things about this event is the opportunity for networking. You tend to get quite siloed in your career, and you go work and you go home, and you don't really have a lot of opportunity to meet other women in the community who have skill sets that you might need to learn about, or just a mentor. So this is a great event to network and build those skills. We also try to blend inspirational speakers, but also hands-on workshops, so that you can be inspired, but you can also start something tomorrow. So you can go back to work, you can take those skills and implement them right away.
Absolutely.
So we try to blend that.
Every year Spark has the theme. Yes. What's the theme this year?
The theme this year is Rise, Next Level Strategies for Success.
Okay.
So we base our theme primarily around the feedback that we get from the previous year. And one of the big things that came out of last year's feedback was we need more workshops. We want more tangible tools. We want to take things that we can use to take our careers to the next level, to gain that momentum, to enrich our careers. So this year we're focusing a lot on workshops, on building tactical skills, but we do also have inspirational speakers in mind.
Yes. I love the inspirational speakers the year that I was there too. And Suzanne, when you say workshops, there's literally you break off into different conference rooms and you actually work on different skills, right? So you kind of choose a workshop you want, and then you go in there and you work with a team, and it gets a little hectic, but it teaches you so much. We're going to see more of that this year.
Yes, that's our intention. So we have our call for speakers is open right now. That closes on the 14th.
Oh, coming up.
Coming up. So we give our theme to the speakers, and they submit applications. We review them and see what best fits with our theme, the flow, and what we want attendees to take away. So we are planning to have a few more workshops than we had the years prior.
Amazing. Why do you think, as a woman, attending Spark is so important?
Well, I talked a little bit about the opportunities for professional development in the North. And myself personally, I have a professional designation that I have to keep up with points. And one of points can be achieved by attending professional development events. So for me personally, I didn't have to travel. It wasn't a huge cost. And I wouldn't have to go to Vancouver or Calgary to get the information that I'm getting right here in Fort St. John. So that's a big one. Another one too, I find that we get a number of individuals who are starting a business, have a business, just starting in their careers, thinking of making a pivot in their careers. While we don't cover everything, the conference is just intended to inspire, to network, and to give you some tangible tools that you can go and say, okay, I have a plan. I can make a plan. So that's why you should attend.
I have to say, like, as someone who, just started my career a couple of years ago, and I'm very dedicated to this, even going, I learned things that I can implement here and how to go forward, right? Because like career development never stops. And sometimes we think we get to a certain position and that's that, or we own a business, so that's that. No, like there's still so much that you can learn and network and even collaborate with, right? Other people in the community. And I think Spark really brings that out, in my opinion. So registration, you said, special rate until the 16th. Is that right?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, Suzanne, before we finish up here, is there anything else you want to add?
Oh, yes. We have...
Oh, we almost forgot.
We have, yeah. So we have coffee sleeves that are around at the local coffee shops. There's a QR code on it. So if you're at the Farmhouse or Whole Wheat and Honey or Blends or the Canadian Grind, you can grab a sleeve and just pop the QR code and register that way. You could also go to sharingthespark.com, and there's a registration link there. There's also all sorts of things on our social media, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, that can connect you with registration and more information about our conference.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Suzanne.
Oh, thank you so much for having me.
That was Suzanne from the Sparks Women Leadership Conference. By the way, registration